Today I'll start a new chapter. The name of the chapter is water. There are three things which are very essential for human survival: food, water, and oxygen. We can live without food for many days, but we cannot survive too long without water and oxygen. So, water becomes the second most essential thing for human survival after oxygen. We need plenty of water for our day to day activities. We need water for cooking food, for washing our utensils, for washing our clothes, for drinking, for watering our plants, and for so many other activities. If you really want to know how important is water in your life, you can imagine a hypothetical situation in which you get one bucket of water every day for a week. You'll feel your life has become terrible. You'll not be able to take bath, you'll not be able to wash your utensils, you'll not be able to wash your clothes. You'll feel as if your whole life has come to a halt. And then you are going to realize how important is water in your life. Remember, water is very, very important for your life. Now, when we talk about availability of water, plenty of water is present on the earth's surface. In fact, 70% of the earth's surface is covered with water. Out of the total water, 97% of the water is present in seas and oceans, which is highly salty, and it is unfit for human use, and it is unfit for irrigation also. The remaining 3% of the water is fresh water, out of which 2% of the water is in frozen state. It is in the form of snow in Arctic and Antarctic region and in the form of glaciers, which again cannot be used by us. This means only 1% of the total water which is present on the earth's surface is fit for our use. And that water is present in rivers, ponds, lakes, streams. Now, when we talk about sources of water, the sources of water can be broadly classified into two types: the surface water and the underground water. The water which is found on the surface of the earth in the form of rivers, ponds, lakes, seas, oceans is called as surface water. And when we talk about underground water, some of the rainwater seeps and goes deep inside the earth. It passes through several layers of the earth and gets collected over the non-porous rock and forms a reservoir there. This reservoir of water which forms over the non-porous rock inside the earth is called as underground water. This underground water can be obtained by digging wells, by digging tube wells, and by natural springs. I'll come to one important term, that is, water is a universal solvent. Water is a universal solvent because it has capability of dissolving a large number of substances into it. It can dissolve large number of solids into it. It can dissolve large number of liquids into it. It can dissolve large number of gases into it. In fact, water can dissolve almost something of everything, and that is why it is called as universal solvent.